this is a really big trending topic, and it's kind of is relevant to us as relatively recent content creators. And CoryxKenshin is a really big YouTuber. He's a gamer. Like, he reacts to video games. He plays a lot of horror games. He's a very famous YouTuber. I think he's like 7 million subscribers.
Damn.
And he's kind of having like a little kerfuffle with YouTube, and he exposed YouTube for their racist practices. And what happened is he uploaded a new horror game. I don't remember what the horror game is. It was a relatively new horror game that a lot of streamers are covering, like big streamers, like Markiplier,
big,
like super big YouTuber. He has to have like, he's in the 8-figure. He's in the 8-figure, high 7s, low 8-figure YouTubers. So in terms of subscribers, millions in terms of subscribers. And he uploaded they constantly age restrict his content. And age restriction drastically reduces your view count because that the children are where the money is at. Like an example is there's this kid. A couple of years ago I saw an article of this kid. He reviews toys. Like companies will send him toys. He reviews them for other children, and he was making like $10 million a year. So you see where I'm going with the money potential with having your content be E for everyone.
Yeah.
So when they age restrict him, it completely walls off children from watching his videos. And he edits his videos in a way that it's
or just underaged.
Or just underage. Anyone underaged.
Under 18.
That's where the money. That's where a lot of the money is at. So they'll just gimp him by age restricting his videos. So he contacted YouTube and was like, hey, all these big YouTubers who are not black, they have this same clip in the horror movie, in the horror game, that you're saying is the reason why I'm age restricted. Can you fix this? You know what I mean? He contacts them. Eventually, they panic. They're like, and they don't do anything. And then they're just like, he contacts them again. He's like, hey, like, I'm going to expose this. Like, this is racist. This is uncalled for. All of a sudden, they go to Markiplier's video and just age restricted. They just go across the board. It was just basically like, this Negro's onto us. So he was just saying, it's just he felt like it's just like I'm getting a little bit. People YouTube felt like I'm getting too famous too quickly. We can't let too many of them get in high places on our platform, so we have to limit him. And it just went super viral. I mean, he's already famous. Anything he does is on trending. So this just went gangbusters viral, talking about how they're gimping him and limiting him on the platform by putting these restrictions on him, almost like soft ways to cap his growth because he was growing. They thought he was growing too quickly, and then the way they reacted lets you know that they know it was wrong. But I want to know what you think about it.
I thought that this was trending because I think the thing I saw was like there was some girl on Twitch. Is this the same Is this the same guy?
I think I'm not sure. I might be the same guy, but I watched his video. I watched the whole video, and that's the gist of what I got from it.
There was this girl on Twitch that ended up like apparently she was doing some sexually explicit shit, some sexually explicit stuff on her Twitch stream. And she got banned for, like a week or something. It was a small little punishment. Small little ban, small little suspension. And everybody in the comments was like, or everybody that was using that hashtag was saying like, free, I think it was this guy. Free Cory whatever. I think it was this guy.
See, I don't know, I'm telling you, I don't know the whole history.
If not, because the dude is black. The dude is black, whoever they were talking about. I was saying whoever they were talking about. It probably was.
If this is recent, it probably is.
It was like within the last couple of days.
Yeah. So I didn't even know about this whole thing, but I'm sure this happened after he posted a YouTube video. I watched this like on Wednesday last week.
And they took the video down, right?
That I don't know.
I saw that they took the video down. Like they banned the video.
Bro, I'm telling you, I will look it up right now. I'm already typing.
What did he do?
I watched the video and all he did was expose them. No, it's still up.
Oh, okay. Then I think I'm thinking about it. I think I'm looking at a different guy then. So that means it's happening with another dude then.
It might be, yeah, but dude, they shadow ban us, they limit us. Like that's a real thing on a lot of these platforms. When you look at a lot of these platforms, the creators who created the music are black, and then the white creators who rip it off and steal it, they get to get on Ellen, they get to be on the front page of TikTok. But the people who created the music and created the hits, they don't get anything. That's deliberate. That's real. A lot of there's so many talented black creators who should be the face, and a lot of the racism and hatred and jealousy They don't want you up there. They're cool with someone else ripping you off, though.
I think the thing that's weird about it is that like they always have a wall, kind of like a firewall protection, where they can say it's the algorithm. We saw it's not necessarily related, but just in terms of like you can always blame it on the algorithm. The Facebook situation with the fake news. Remember that situation where Facebook was had all this fake news going through people's timelines, and they did nothing about it. And what they ended up doing when they actually had to show up for a deposition in Senate court was, oh yeah, our algorithm. But then eventually it gets exposed and they have to correct changes or whatever. But I don't know if Google is on that level to where they would have to change it. What are they saying have they responded to this?
I don't think they've responded at all to it.
So if he's a 7 million subscriber dude, does he Twitch stream at all?
We can get the exact numbers. I fucked up, bro. He has 14.2 million subscribers. He's a huge presence. He was blowing up because I swear to God, I checked last year and he was like 6-7 million. I know that for sure.
He's a huge presence. So my question is like, at what point do they need to respond? Will they ever be forced to respond? Like, is there any precedence for this? Has this happened before?
It definitely has happened before because black creators I watch, even smaller creators talk who are like really radical, talking, and they're like Black Panther, like they're like new black media people. They talk about harassment from YouTube all the time, where their channel just randomly get banned, and they'll just be they'll cite some bullshit, so they have to fight for a week or two to get their channel back. Or channels who have a lot of momentum who are like more radical, they'll every month it's like, oh, I was getting 10K subscribers a month, and then something happened, all of a sudden I was only getting 2 subscribers a month. Shadow ban. Shadow bans are real. Yeah. Where they're just a YouTube mod who might be a racist or who might be whatever. It's just like, oh, we can't. I don't like the message you're spreading, and they'll just press a button, and now all of a sudden they altered how the algorithm sees you, and now you just don't get any engagement.
That is.
Or proof. Now your subscribers do not get notifications when you stream or when you post videos. Very dirty and very shady. Shadow banning is real.
Don't kill me, but I do need to take a devil's advocate position just for the sake of the conversation. Are they in the wrong for doing that? Because their excuse is going to be, and this doesn't, just because I'm bringing up this point doesn't mean that this is my stance. I'm just saying it for the sake of conversation. Sometimes it's necessary just to develop more of a complete conversation, just to take the devil advocate stance. If you're looking at a private company, even though it's public, but you know what I mean. If you're looking at a privatized company and they're saying, this doesn't represent us, or whatever their excuse is going to be, you can come up with a million different excuses, right? Do they have, obviously legally they have the authority to do so, but do they have a reasonable position to say, this doesn't align with our values, we're going to shadow ban this stuff? Can you argue that? Can you argue against that?
This is my problem. My problem is
the race.
If you're gonna the race, because it's very.
But it happens to It happens to white people too, or I'm sure it happens to other.
I'm sure it happens to the white radicals who talk crazy too, but and they just want to take the current system to an even higher extreme. The black ones wanted to fuck the whole system. Period. Both are radical. But what I'm saying is, you should at least tell someone, hey, and it might not even be called shadow ban, but it might be called, like, they have to let you know. They don't even tell you. It's just 1 month to the next, you look at it and all your stats are fucked up and you're not doing anything different. You're not doing anything different, and now all of a sudden people are coming out of the woodworks who are fans of you saying like, hey man, I didn't get the notification. All these people are saying I didn't get the notification. So even though I have it toggled.
Do you think if they let them know, if they communicated that,
like, hey, we're shadow banning you, even if they're not going to change their mind, that would be a lot better. Still be fucked up and racist, but it's a lot better than just trying to pretend like you're not doing it. But see, the problem is that they tell you that you're doing it. That could be a problem. Then it could be like, hey, you're limiting free speech, or hey, like it could go. So they kind of have to.
They bite themselves in the ass.
They bite themselves in the ass almost.
They're telling you. You have proof.
Yeah. You have
Okay.
proof that they're like, hey, yeah, we're treating you unfairly on this platform.